AUJHA. This is going to be your 2022 tarot forecast, okay? It's a general reading, so if you feel like what I'm saying isn't resonating with you, go on and check out your moon and or rising sign, which will be on my channel in the 2022 tarot playlist. Excuse me, guys. This video is for Aries sun, Aries moon, and Aries rising, okay? And I am going to keep it cute. I'm not going to give you all the shameless plugs. Everything that I want you to watch or see will be down in the description box. Bear with me, y'all. I fell asleep with my window open the other night while it was snowing, and so I am sniffling and coughing a little bit. It's not the vid, but bear with me. Also, I have incense burning too. It's not the vid, because I can smell my incense. I can taste everything, but bear with me. I might hit a little cough or a little sneeze or two throughout this reading, okay? All right, it's going to be a 5-card spread for y'all. Overall energy or the theme for this year for you, looking at what's on the horizon for you in general, in love and relationships and in money and career, and also going to be looking at your soul message, your archetype for the year, what you need to be tapping into during this year, okay? If you like the cards and you're a reader and you want to get the decks yourself, I will have the decks that I'm using linked down below in the description box too. Today I'm reading with the Beyond Lemuria deck, the Melanated Classic Tarot, and the Wild Unknown Archetypes Oracle, okay? All right, let's get into your reading, Aries. The first card that I have popping up for you in your spread is in the position of the overall energy. There's a glare there. You guys have, there we go. You guys have new blueprints, okay? So, excuse me. What I wanted to speak to first was the numerology on this card. This is a 38 card, and this is breaking down into 11. So you're working with master number 11 energy for this year. So this does tell me that, especially with the new blueprints being the theme, you are coming into a space of like enlightenment and also healing. 11 comes with healing energy, and you do have some cards in your spread that do point to that. But what the message is for you, Aries, during this year is, I think it is very important for you to understand, especially if you're watching this video at the start of the year, your life, the way that it looks now as we go into 2022, a lot of these foundations that you have are going to be breaking down, and a lot of them are going to be breaking down by your hand, whether you're doing it consciously or subconsciously. There's just a lot that you have going on around you now, or a lot that your energy is involved in or attached to, that it just does not need to be. These things are actually not serving you. So this is a year in which you are coming into the space of mapping out a new path for yourself, mapping out a new road, getting an idea of what does the life that I actually want to live look like. And during this year, I'm like, why is my hand so hot? Because there's a burning coal there. I'm like, it's hot. My hand is hot. Ain't that some Aries energy? Y'all was about to let me just burn my whole hand up. This is a year in which you're making some shifts and some changes into your foundation, and also in some shifts and some changes into your journey, Aries. What I get with this new blueprint card is that you had some plans, right? And I feel that you have achieved said plans, or you've achieved the plans in some sort of capacity. You know, may not have played out the way exactly how you wanted it to, but I feel that there were goals that you put in place that you have achieved. I also feel that there were goals that you put in place that you may have not achieved too. But speaking to the goals that you put in place that you have achieved, Aries, I feel like you're just getting a little bored. And this is a year in which your boredom is going to get the best of you, to the point to where you're like, okay, I don't want to do this anymore, or this is not fulfilling anymore, so I'm going to come up with something new, something different to get into, okay? And because you have master number energy, I think it's important for you guys to understand that whatever you find yourself doing this year, especially the things that you enjoy that are helping you progress and helping you grow, these are things that you have been called to. These are spiritual. This is karmic stuff. You set this up to be putting yourself into these spaces and these positions throughout this year. So just keep that in mind, okay? And it's going to look different from the plans that you put in place before. What I get, new blueprints. The things that are coming in for you, Aries, they don't look like anything that you have currently surrounding you. And I think that you need to keep that in mind, okay? Now, let's get into these tarot cards. That's all I want to say on that card. I'll pop back into that every now and then. Okay, so for this calendar year, the first card that you have as far as what's on the horizon in general, you got the 4 the glare. You've got, sorry, I'm trying to get it closer so you guys can see it, but you got the Four of Cups, okay? And so I spoke a little bit about, you know, you're getting bored with the life that you're living, just being completely honest. So Four of Cups here tells me that either, and what I pick up on is I feel like a lot of you already have this energy. If you don't, it is going to pop up for you at some point during this year, more likely toward the beginning of the year. But this is a card of discontentment. If you look at the energy, if you look at energy, imagery, the same thing as far as this reading is concerned. If you look at the imagery on this card, dude's sitting under a tree, right? He's sitting under a tree. He's got 4 cups. And the way that I speak to the 4 cups card is you have 4 cups and they're all full. You got some water, you got some wine, you got some tea, and you got some juice, okay? And they're all full. You're not thirsty, but you looking at the cups like, I kind of want some pop or soda for you East Coast people. Soda. I kind of want some pop, but you don't have pop. You have water, wine, tea, and juice. And so you're like, okay, well, I have what I need. I'm thirsty. Well, I'm not thirsty. Okay, rewind. Analogy is dude is thirsty. He has 4 cups of liquid, and he does not want any of what's in any of them cups. And that is the energy that you have during this year, Aries. I get that your life is not in shambles. You're not in a space to where you're like, oh my gosh, I'm trying to figure out what to do. But you are going to be in a space of, while everything is okay, you know, my bills are taken care of, I might have a good relationship, or you might be single, I might be happy single, or you might, you know, I like my job, or, you know, I'm making decent money. You're going to get to a point to where you're like, but this is not fulfilling. This is not enough. This is, I don't, and not to say that you don't want any of the stuff that you have, but you're going to get to a point to where you're like, I don't want it in this capacity. I want it to level up. You have 11 energy here. This is an energy of ascension. You want things to level up. You want more of a connection with the things that you have going on around you and the things that you're connected, not connected, and the things that you have your energy attached to during this life, attached to during this year, also during this life in general, but during this year, Aries, I feel like you're fire, you're cardinal, and you're in a space of you not feeling the fire. This is a water card. You got the 4 cups. You like, this is not my energy. I don't want this. Y'all gave me some cups with some liquid in it. I'm fire. I want to do something different, feel something different. I want to feel my energy moving, and whatever you have going on, whatever you're in now, Aries, your job, your relationship, we might even be going so far as to say like your house, your dwelling space. But it's just like, this is not enough. This is not enough. I want more. I want bigger. I want better. I want it to be different. And so that is your overall energy for the year. You're discontent with the life that you're living right now. And like I said, it's not that it's bad. It's just that you want a bit of a spark. You're cardinal fire. Aries, you can do routine, but you can't do routine and stay in that routine forever. You eventually get to a point to where you're like, okay, let's spice it up. Let's switch it up. Let's do something different. And you're at that point right now. You're like, okay, these routines are very mundane. Although they're giving me what it is that I need, are they giving me what I want? And the answer is no. So this is a year in which you got to figure out, you got the new blueprints card. This is a year in which you got to figure out what new things you want to bring in so that you're not sitting in this 4 cups energy. Okay. Now, moving into the next position, we've got finance and career. And I like seeing this one here, especially for you guys, okay? You got the Emperor. You've got the Emperor. You got the Emperor card here, and this does tell me that Aries, especially those of you that are working like a regular job, a 9-to-5, or like a part-time or something like that, working for a company or somebody else, you are definitely moving into a space this year in which you're tapping a little bit into an entrepreneurial energy. Some of you will be starting your own businesses. Some of you will be moving away from like W-2 work into, 1099 work, contracted work. With this Emperor card too, there is an aspect of control over your career. Now, This is not to say that all of you are going to be quitting your jobs and going into, you know, like your own business and stuff. Some of you will remain in your careers. However, I get that you're going to be moving into these spaces of having more authority, having more control, also having more freedom within your career is what I'm getting to. I get that you guys are coming into a space in which you actually get to dictate and decide what it is that you're going to do. I also get that you're going to decide how much money you're making as well. So with that being said, Aries, if you are broke this year, that is not anybody's fault but yours. You have the Emperor card right here. The Emperor is an energy of I have done the work. I have laid my foundations. This is king energy here. I have laid my foundations. I'm in control of all of this, and everything that I need and that I've set up is playing out the way that it needs to. So if you end up and you ain't got no money this year, Aries, that is on you. There's energy of you wanting to tap back into fire. So you have to tap back into fire on all aspects of your life during this year if you want to see a change. You have, I'm in control. I'm making the money that I want to make. Everything is where I need it to be type of energy coming up here for your finances and your career. Now, with the Emperor card too, I also get that you're going to get smarter with your money this year. Possibly investing. And I get, I'm getting, yo, this is crazy. I don't play the lottery, but I just saw a lottery ticket in my head. Some of y'all should maybe play the lottery. I don't know. Might be something good there. I don't know if you're going to hit the jackpot. I don't know how the lottery works. So they have like small prices. Maybe I should learn how to play I don't have any Aries in my chart, so this is not for me. I'm not winning the lottery this year. Actually, you know what? Take that back. Maybe I will win the lottery this year. Who knows? I would like to, but this is not my reading. But I did see a lottery ticket in my head, and not the number 7. And I don't mean the number that you play. I'm talking about there's a specific like one that you play. I don't know which one it is, but I'm seeing blue and I'm seeing a 7. That's all I got for you guys. I don't do lottery numbers. I'm just trying to do better with giving you guys the intuitive messages that I get during these readings. So hopefully that's for somebody. Hopefully one of y'all wins some money. And I hope you'd be like, oh, she told me I was going to win the money. But excuse me. With that being said, control over your money, being in a position to where you can really decide how much revenue you're bringing in. And also, I mentioned investing. I get that if you invest during this year, you just have kind of a lucky, can I stand up? No, that's weird. What? That was very, this is not one of them videos, baby. This is not OnlyFans. You are on the wrong platform. What the hell was I saying? The Emperor card. If you invest, I feel that you're going to be in a space where you have like a lucky touch, and everybody's in this space of, you know, trying to invest in cryptocurrency and NFTs and all the things right now. And people are just putting money into things and they don't really know what they're doing. They don't really know what they're doing. So with that being said, you might be one of those people and you might just be on a whim like, you know what, I want to invest some money. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm gonna put some money in here. And Aries, wherever you put your money or however you split it up, I get that you'll get a good return on it. So money and finances and career are looking really good during this year for you guys, okay? All right, now we're going to move into the love section, and I'm just going to keep it very real with y'all. Okay, who is this? RB? This is a reading. This is not a Q&A. This is a reading. So if you have any questions, you can put them in the comment section, but they need to have to do with the reading. If it doesn't have to do with the reading, I'm not answering it. If you don't have anything to say about the reading, please stop commenting. Okay, getting into this is a fire reading, y'all. So fire energy is big here, and my Mercury is also in Leo. I ain't come here to play. I'm doing a reading for you. Peace. Bye. Please leave. Okay? Aries, in the love department, you got the Devil card. I was trying to put that one out there lightly for you, but we got somebody in the comment section really trying to get me to show my colors. I'm trying to keep it cute. It's a new year, y'all. I was trying to put this one on you lightly. Y'all have the Devil in the love position. I'm sorry. And I'm going to speak to it for the singles and for the couples, okay? For the singles, Aries, You need to be careful during this year, okay? Wrap it up. If you're going to be out there, and I don't judge, if you're going to be out there in these streets living your best life, you do that. But please make sure that you are protected, make sure that you are strapped, make sure that you are getting tested. I get tested every 6 months. I know people who get tested like every other month. You know, however you're moving, just make sure that you are taking care of yourself and being very aware of your physical and your sexual health, okay? Now, on the other hand, single Aries, very possible that you end up in some situations this year in which you're just dealing with some less than desirable people, dealing with some very toxic people. You have the devil card. This also does tell me that you may be putting yourself into a space in which you are tapping into habits in love that are not necessarily good for you. And what I get is like cycles. I'm seeing like bad cycles. So like Aries, if you keep finding yourself in the same type of situation, or you keep finding yourself attracted to the same type of person who has the same type of ways, that is first of all red flag anyway, but those are red flags that you need to start acknowledging and start working through within yourself. With the devil card being here, if you are single, I don't get that you'll be in a relationship this year. If you do end up in a relationship this year, Aries, it is going to be a toxic one, so just be mindful of the people that you are mixing and mingling with on an intimate level. On the couple side, this just points to, this being a rocky time in the relationship, okay? When we have the devil coming up as far as the relationship goes, it could point to a few different things. One, it could definitely point to betrayal and deceit within the relationship. And in all honesty, with this card, if that is the case, where did my nail go? Where is my nail polish? That's a ratatata. I'm sorry. I hate when my nails don't look good. If that is the case in your relationship, Aries, I get that is coming from your end. I get that you will be the one stepping out and tossing it. Again, be safe. If you're in, like I said, life is life. We don't judge. Things happen. We try to be mindful, but people cheat. People go out there and they do dirt. It is what it is. Aries, if you end up doing some dirt, just be mindful. Do not bring that dirt back home to your significant other, okay? As I said to the singles, get tested frequently, consistently. Make sure that you are good. Make sure that your health is good. Aries, I will tell you that if you're trying to sneak around and you don't heed the advice that I just gave you, you're probably going to burn your partner, and that's when it's going to hit the fan. Just throwing that out there. Now, moving away from that message, going a little bit more just into the negative energy of this devil card, speaking to relationships. Some of you guys are in relationships that are your solid foundation. Some of you guys might be married and have no intention on not being with your partner, and these energies are not meant to come and break you up. However, this energy popping up this year does say that you have aspects within your relationship that need to be worked out. And if they aren't acknowledged, if they aren't talked about, if they aren't worked on, and that could be going to couples therapy, that could be just having a conversation. You guys could journal and share letters, whatever you need to do. You need to work through these energies, because if you don't, after 2022, this is going to be a situation that's just going to get worse. So if you're in a relationship, especially if you're in a relationship that you want to keep, you have to get real with yourself and your partner this year. And the thing is, if you cannot keep it real with yourself, and if you can't hit all of those bothersome points, it's not going to work out, okay? And that's all I'm going to say about that card. We keep it very real here on SunshinehazeCo, all right? Okay, Aries, let's get into the last card for you guys. Y'all might not like this one, but my little water heart loves it. You got the Ocean for your archetype, for your soul message for the year, okay? And this tells me that in all of your fire, in all of that I said, you need to reignite your spark, figure out, you got new blueprints here. In all of your fire, you also need to be water. This says that you are going to be led into spaces, into energies during this year. Aries, you might be working in Aries, you might be a baker. You might bake cakes and cupcakes for a living. And it is very possible that one day your homegirl or your homeboy comes to pick you up and they're like, hey, want to go have some lunch? And you're sitting at a lunch table and somebody starts talking about some coding. oh, you used to like coding when you were in high school and you got into it a little bit and you've been thinking about, I wonder if I should take some classes, get online, look some things up. But I don't know. You're sitting at this table and you hear these people talking about coding, and oh my gosh, they're talking about how they're doing this free online seminar for people who want to get back into it. You're going to find Be Water, see what it's about. Go with the flow during this year. That was a very specific storyline. Are any of you cupcake bakers that also have a background in coding? Take the class, apparently. But be water is the message here. Be water, go with the flow, let life's currents lead you to where you were supposed to be. And also be fire. When you get into these new spaces and these new energies, put that little fire in. Okay, you let the river take you there. Now hop out, dry off real quick, and put some fire into it and put some energy into it and see what it brings you. I think that you'll find it'll move you out of this discontent Four of Cups energy, and you'll find yourself in a space to where you got cups with poppin' tea and water and wine and juice and all of the things that you want, and you have options, more options than what you had now, and you're not feeling bored anymore. Okay, so we're gonna wrap that on up. Aries, this was an entertaining one because I did have to bang on, and that's why I don't like doing live readings. I had to bang on somebody in the comments, but it is what it is. Overall, you guys actually have a good year. There is just an energy of you having to make it good. You have to get to the point to where you feel bored and where you feel discontent before you get into the position of making those changes and coming into the energies that you're supposed to be in alignment with, okay? All right, you guys, I hope that message found you well. If it did, do me a favor. Help me keep this channel up and keep putting up free content for you guys. Leave a tip or a donation. I will have that linked down in the description box in about 15-20 minutes. I'm trying to decide if I'm going to go put the description in or if I'm going to just start doing the next video. We'll see. It'll be up today. And also, I will be putting up love readings for 2022. They are not up just yet. I'll be doing that after these, and I'll come back and link them here. I'll also put up a post on the channel so you guys can just easily get to them if you are interested. Thank you for tuning in. Oops, sound like a little boy going through puberty. Thank you for tuning in. If you like the video, hit the little thumbs. I've been watching too many TikToks. Oh my gosh, I was doing a TikTok dance there because I heard the music in my head and I can't. What is that? I'm pulling up on you. Okay, so Aries, I'm pulling up on you. Do whatever it is that you feel like doing this year. Just be safe with it. Go with the flow and put your fire in it as well. Thumbs up is what I was trying to get at. If you like the video, give me a thumbs up, please. Comment if it has something to do with this video. Subscribe if you want to watch, new readings and keep up with astrological content, spiritual content, all the things. And if you have an Aries friend that you feel like needs to see this video, especially if you were cross-watching, go on and send this to them. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'll catch y'all next time. Peace.